Good evening, everybody, and welcome in to the 17th session of Mother's Jail. Tonight's episode is titled The Storm. Last time, when we all got together, you all were enjoying some time off, trying to recuperate after a long excursion across the world to a few other continents, as it were. While you were having some time off, you got to meet Yuki and Melisandre, formerly acquaintances, or in many cases children, of the Whispers in Silence. Found out that some things have changed for them. One, Yuki is now in her full-on punk rebellious phase. And Melisandre, on the other hand, is extremely, I would say, wholesome at this point, especially in comparison.
Got all that out of her system earlier.
Yes, she has had enough of being the punk on the streets. She did that as a small child, and she's good. You also got to have a feast where one Orion got to meet with Ramiel's family for the first time, and that was every bit as awkward as one might expect. You got to meet Kelsey, or you got Cheyenne arrived with Kelsey and Lysel, and you were able to get them squared away as the new diplomats here, although admittedly, while she is a diplomat, Kelsey has also decreed that she will be serving as an ally in the army. And, well, you don't know how Lysel feels about that, but you can probably guess not super great. So, yeah. Also last session, you were informed by your Somni spirit, yes, Nova, that she sensed that there was another presence with your commanding officer, Tessa Ulspeth.
That's correct.
And that she believed she might be a warlock.
Mm-hmm.
And after we did indeed get some Bracifer smooches, we did Brayley and Kelsifer Arkwright. Oh, I forgot to even mention the big news for Kelsifer. He called off the wedding and asked if he could court her properly.
After that was defined and explained.
Much approval.
Yes. Yep. And they went on a date, and there was some
tongue punching.
Yeah, no, first base was reached. It was a solid
tongue punching?
Yes. It was
an infield single.
Yeah, no, it was a solid single over the shortstop set. It was great.
Yeah.
But after speaking with, was it the general that you talked to? No, you talked to Tessa. Speaking with the General Shira, that's the name I'm looking for. Speaking of General Shira, she told you that she was aware that Tessa was a warlock, but really didn't have any concerns about it, though agreed to try and keep an eye on them. And while speaking with Tessa, you were able to ask her about it, and she informed you that a long time ago, the day that her teacher was killed, she met a being that offered her power and strength that she would need to continue on without her teacher. And since then hasn't really talked to them a whole lot, though they do apparently ring in every now and then. But all they really knew about this being was that their name was Ublave. And indeed, she was requested that she use her strength against those in power, which she was perfectly fine with because there's a war going on and it sucks. So?
It's just a foreign word for W.
Yeah. So that's where we left off, as you were all chatting with Tessa. And
thank you.
That's where we'll pick up. Oh my god.
Did you just get
No,
that?
I didn't get it originally.
W. Opposite Uoshe. Achisha. Elemenope.
So,
Gueras.
you are talking with Tessa, and she nods and looks at you all. So, if there are no more questions about my patron,
Oh, as long as she is on our side.
Yeah, this time it's. Thank you for sharing the information. It's something to keep in mind going ahead.
of course.
Did she say what? Did we get a chance to ask like what Ublave is?
No.
Okay. Do you know what manner of sentient she is?
I can't say that I do. If I'm honest with you, I was not exactly in my right mind when I encountered them.
And have you been treated well?
Oh, yes. Like I
Well,
say,
that's good then.
she does not often commune with me. I don't think I've actually heard her speak in a few years now.
What was the last point of contact with you?
With them?
With, when was the last time they spoke with you?
She thinks about that for a long moment. Can hardly remember anymore. I think I was doing reconnaissance work on the mainland at the time. I was in Shipswallow, I think the last time I heard them speak with me.
And these, conversations, are they conversations you remember, or, are there moments when you might have gaps in your memory, so to speak?
She gives you kind of an even look at that. If you're questioning my mental faculties, they are all quite in place.
I'm not questioning your mental faculties. I'm concerned, quite frankly.
I have no knowledgeable gaps in my history that I can think of.
Well, then we'll leave that at that for now, I suppose. Right? And just sort of look over at the rest of the group.
Yeah, Nova doesn't really have a reason. I mean, it'd be kind of hypocritical for them to
So
start.
long as
Yeah.
as it's not a pressing issue at the moment.
I feel like Ayla's not particularly worried.
As
Have
I
a reason
say.
to.
It's been a while since I've heard from them, and if their only decree is that I use my powers against those in power, well, the Dawn Scale is not a terrible focus for that.
Well, hopefully that rule doesn't persist once the peace is achieved. There will be a ruler at some point. She says this a little dryly, as if she's like, of course, like, that shouldn't be an issue, right? Right?
Something to keep in mind for future, I believe, then.
Indeed. I will... Should we start looking at a time when peace is upon us, I will take that into consideration. Now then, I suppose on to business. Operation Sword Crown. 3 phases. The first, we must establish our beachhead and establish supply lines between the Crown and the mainland. As I mentioned, doing so requires the taking of 3 points. One is the city of High Wall itself. It is, as I understand it, rather sparsely guarded, and the militia that is there is untrained. That is led by Lord Darius of the Argenti, and he is a formidable foe, though outside of him and his honor guard, I'm not sure there is a lot to worry about in Highwall. The second is Fort West Road. It is the preeminent fort on the way between Highwall and Three Roads. It will be sieged by the Navy of Azure's Remembrance. It is the only of the three locations that can be directly assaulted from the sea, and therefore it will be their duty to take Fort West Road. The last is Fort Red Rock. It is the fort that guards the pass into the Red Peaks, and to take it would effectively seal off Silver Reach and Fort Argenti on the western side of the continent. Once all three of these places are in our possession, we can begin the proper invasion of the mainland, bringing our troops and supplies over. So, Highwall and Fort Red Rock are the two that I put before you. Where would you prefer to go?
Well, I suppose, given on our central role in all of this, it would only be fitting if we were part of the forces moving on the fort.
It is likely to be the more heavily defended point. The actual soldiers from Argenti's Dominion are present in Fort Red Rock. Most of Fort West Road and Highwall are just conscripts from the local area, so that would make sense. I will join you then.
In Red Rock.
Yes.
Very well. Then we will have. Then we must have split our forces in the other ways. Although I believe you already said someone's taking West Road, or
Yes, Azure's Remembrance will take Fort West Road.
Very well.
Them and all who entail them. I will divvy up the armies as needed between Red Rock and Highwall. The second chances, then, shall go to Highwall. They can take Kelsifer with them. And your new friends on the dark side can come with us to Fort Red Rock. Perhaps their unique form of transportation might assist with us taking it.
What do we know of the terrain around the fort?
Fort Red Rock is built into the side of a mountain, so it is steep and rocky.
An airship would
Is it
certainly be
also
helpful.
red?
Only when the volcano erupts.
How often does that happen?
Well, there is one to the south that is currently erupting, but nothing to be worried about. It has been, I believe, 10 years now since that particular volcano has erupted. The entire area is volcanically active.
Well,
And the one that she's referring to, since the last eruption, would be the one closest, not the one in the south?
The one the fort is built into.
Okay.
Well, that doesn't seem like good planning.
It's built out of the obsidian, as far as I understand it.
So it would be able to
Ooh.
withstand the lava flow.
Well, again, trying to plan for a volcanic eruption is only going to get us so far. We have an airship, and
Yeah.
certainly
That-
we will make use of it.
And she's got a sort of light bulb look on her face. That airship would certainly make quite a difference. I doubt they would be expecting anything like that.
From our knowledge, they're not expecting an invasion at all, and I would agree, much less one
From
with
the
an
sky.
airship.
Which this one went from the sky.
Now, of course, the airship is not very large. There can only fit a certain number of people on it, but I did have some thoughts about that.
Oh,
A strike team. One which might be able to neutralize the commander of the fort, Garrus of the Argenti. He is a skilled general and a good soldier. If he could be eliminated before the battle gets too deep, that would be a great boon to us. Might also give us an opportunity to sabotage the front gates while we're there. everyone else, well, our soldiers will have to make the climb and the approach to Fort Red Rock the old-fashioned way, which will take them some time.
And it's probably littered with traps.
I can't imagine it will be an easy climb, if that is what you mean to ask.
Well, we can go from above, kill the head of the dragon. No offense. And then, well, we can always go see how the other soldiers are doing as we come from behind with the people stuck in between.
I agree. We will then descend and rejoin the main host and be part of the invasion force from there. It is a good plan.
As far as communications go, is there an established I suppose a contact point for each of these forces that are conducting the three-pronged attack, as it were?
Once all three of the forts have been taken, or once any of the individual groups has taken their objective, they are to contact in to me or to our central command, which will remain back on the open sea.
And like open sea would be like, I guess,
So like the main command
in
ships are
between
going to stay
here-ish?
out here, yes, until
okay.
until they can begin the actual landing process. Because you're not sending your entire army on this one assault hoping it works. Like, you're sending an assault force that is going to take these 3 points and then let everyone come in.
Basically, the spear, the vanguard, as
Yeah, you guys are the vanguard.
Okay.
Precisely that. Now, if they were expecting a large presence of Draconic Legion here, maybe they would send most of their army knowing they would need it to be able to take it. But as they are expecting a lighter resistance, they are sending only a portion.
Hell yeah.
Thanks to someone.
Listen, I just
Things
just did a-
happen.
did a big old lie. Okay, it's what I'm good at.
That is true.
It's fine. Everything works out fine.
Don't listen. I don't need Tessa to know. Why did I suddenly? Sorry, I suddenly went Texan for a second there.
You're
Just-
welcome.
Exactly. Tessa does not need to know, so let us not broach the topic and just be glad in our good fortune.
Well then, you are all dismissed. Get some rest. We leave in the morning.
Very well then. All right, one last party. I'm kidding.
No, I mean, you're gonna. It's not like you're going across. Like the long jump, you don't cross in a day. So you got like a few days at sea before you're gonna make it across.
That's fair. Let's get the ships packed.
If yeah, and we're all just gonna hope that no tsunamis come by or typhoons.
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh.
cool.
Or
Cool.
worse, earthquakes caused by kaijus emerging from the deep sea.
Oh,
What?
no.
Who
Ugh.
wrote this?
I would
Evidently
look
not
at
Michael
you and be
Bay,
like,
not enough explosions, so you know.
I kind of hope that happens.
You all get to find out if jets or if the children of the deep are better at naval warfare than Scala was.
Well, even a child would be better at. Well,
Damn.
me not, let me not.
Damn.
I was just gonna say that's not a high bar, but all right.
Damn.
It was her undoing on more than one occasion.
Oh man. Ah man. All right. Well, we leave. I leave the room.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
don't
I'd
have-
probably go too.
All right. Well, the evening is yours, so whatever you'd like to do. Or sorry, the day is yours.
The indeterminate span of time is.
Yeah, no,
yours.
you went and met in the morning, so it's it's like noon when you get out of there.
Okay.
So what would you all like to do?
We all
Really
fit-
wants to account for all of her mushrooms that she's gathered up.
Yeah. Give me a nature check.
Nature.
nature.
Old mouse,
Trying
do
its
this
best.
for me.
I would say you located a decent supply of cooking mushrooms and a decent supply of recreational mushrooms.
Any poisonous mushrooms?
If you were looking for some, yeah, you could find some poisonous mushrooms.
Rayleigh doesn't discriminate.
Okay, so you're just pro mushroom all around.
Yeah.
All mushrooms have their place and their purpose.
That's true. So yes, you can mark down that you have some fun time mushrooms, some food time mushrooms, and some oh fuck time mushrooms.
But when are you getting italicized fuck time mushrooms?
Those are the recreational mushrooms if you're
Mm.
feeling confident.
I guess like for Ramiel, it's
Oh,
been a
look
while
at this
since.
mushroom that I found. Madam, please get your hand out of my trousers.
Ma'am, this is a Wendy's.
Man, I'm a goat.
It's been a while since Ramiel actually like spent time with his family, so he's gonna take the day to just bond with them and hopefully like maybe help take the load off of Tashira's shoulders.
Shiro is immensely grateful for that, mainly because there is something of a disagreement in the household as you head on down to the diplomats district. You can hear that there is something of a hullabaloo going on as you enter because both Arya and Tashira are expecting to go to war, and Cadence is wondering, well, where the heck does that leave me? And they are trying to explain to Cadence that Lysel has generously offered to watch her. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess Cheyenne is pretty cool.
Yes, she's quite bright for her age.
Yeah, she said she's smarter than me, and that I said she wasn't, and I learned really quickly that I was wrong. So,
Well, knowledge and intellect are they're not quite the same. You can be smart, but maybe you're not clever.
you should tell my teacher that because they definitely think I'm not smart.
Oh, I think your talents lie elsewhere. Not necessarily in books.
Is it turning into animals? Because I'm good at that.
Could be. You seem to have some sort of talent for the kind of magics that I unfortunately don't have any access to.
She transforms into a kitten before your eyes.
Oh.
No.
That's just something you can do at will now, huh?
The kitten nods.
Well, there you go. I believe there are branches for these matters, and some people can spend entire lifetimes and not be able to turn into a kitten or a pudgy pigeon at this point.
She turns back into herself. Kitten's name is Mark.
Mark.
Mhm.
Mark.
Mm-hmm. I met a guy in Mitrascalith, and I liked his
Oh.
name.
Yeah. Liked to talk with his hands a lot, didn't he?
Yeah, that's him.
Yep, I know the guy.
Mm-hmm. He fed me some breadcrumbs.
He did.
Yeah.
Not milk.
Well, I was a pigeon at the time.
Ah,
I was Herb.
right.
No, Herb.
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 Herb?
She kind of gives a look.
I just I've been hanging around with Nova for quite some time. I've learned that they can't pronounce anything that starts with an H.
Oh. I like her new hair.
I do too.
I'm sorry. I like her new air.
Aha! See, there you go. You're witty. You're clever. And while you may not necessarily understand the same terms that Cheyenne is able to with just nanoseconds given to her, you have your own talents.
Yeah, I suppose.
So chin up, yeah?
Where else would I put it?
Right, well, why don't...
You're like, oh, she is an idiot. Oh, God.
She's trying her best.
She's trying her best.
Right, well, instead of...
I want you all to know that Cadence is based on Anya from Spy X Family. So when I say she's not bright,
She's
I do
trying
mean it.
her
She
best.
tries her
I'm
best.
waiting for her to go Starlight Anya as far as that goes. Like Starlight Cadence with the crown
Mhm.
of stars spells,
Mhm.
just like, innate.
No, it's very important because that's a big old Mr. Doggy.
Yeah, it's a big old Mr. Doggy.
Is it Bondo?
Bondo.
Bondo. Woof. And Ramiel is gonna pat Cadence on the head and just go. Now then,
You're going too, aren't you?
I have to.
Why?
Because, well, partly because a voice told me so, and partly because I think this is my part to do, my role in all this.
That's what Mom
Just,
said before she left.
It would be. She wanted a better world for you and for many others like you.
Better world would be her being in it.
I agree. And that's why, as your big brother, I will do my best to come back with Mum. And we can all sit down and listen to her songs again.
She nods and gives you a big hug.
Now, do any of your forms have big teeth?
She thinks for a moment. How big is big?
Big enough to I suppose scare someone like me or Mum.
She turns into a saber-toothed tiger, Kitty.
There you go.
Like,
So it's got like the two big teeth, but it's a kitten
Okay.
outside of that.
It's a meow.
nice.
Meow.
So a saber-toothed kitten.
Mm-hmm.
It's just got some real big snaggle tooths.
Right.
She turns back. His name's Jeremy.
Jeremy. So we have Jeremy, Mark, and Herb.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well,
Oh, and then there's Mr. Scuttles.
Scuttles.
She turns into a crab.
Ah, snip snips. How many forms are you able to take?
Well, I kind of ran out of names, so I stopped when I couldn't think of any more good names and backstories.
Ah. Well, there you go. You're also quite creative.
Limited only by your creativity.
She's a very good druid. I mean, she can't turn into anything like dangerous yet, but
Yeah.
Or
yeah, heaven help this world when she gets older.
What's better than one melody? Two. Toshiro would not agree.
Tashira would not agree. That is a fact. Tashira is quite pleased with there being one.
And Ramiel is going to if Cadence will allow it, lift her up.
Mhm.
Right. Well, I have a very important role that I need you to play.
Cool.
Secret spy mission.
Is Private Cadence of the Ivory able to accept this assignment?
I'm Secret Agent Cadence of the Ivory. Thank you very
Secret
much.
Agent, of
Thank you.
course. Secret Agent Cadence of the Ivory. I have a very special task for you.
What is it?
Hold on. I love how I said that as someone comes into the room. Nope. Okay. I need you to stay here and make sure that one, you're able to turn Cheyenne's opinion on you. That's your first task. Your second task is to name all of your forms. Give them all riveting backstories, the kind that would bring a tear to someone's eye if you were to tell them about all the tragic story of the pigeon and the riveting adventures of Jeremy the saber-toothed kitten.
All right.
And I expect a full report when we all get back.
I'm gonna have to learn how to write.
How old is she?
6.
Oh. Yeah, she's on age.
Okay, I'll try.
I'm counting on you.
But she wrote all those letters with Herb.
Yeah, she did.
Okay, I'm just checking.
All right, I'll try.
Good. And
Do you think Cheyenne likes animals?
Maybe ones with wings. I do believe she has a preference for such
Not
such
exactly my
candidates.
specialty, but I'll try.
Hmm.
I'll let her meet Herb.
You should. Herb is quite a great pigeon.
Your friend Brayleigh's not around, is she?
No, I made sure.
She looked at me like Mom used to look at Mama.
Wait, no.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
Well, I believe Mummy should be more vigilant with as far as Mum goes, right? Yeah, that's something that we can work on.
Tashira looks over, just like, don't you dare judge me.
I'm not.
But
I suppose what I would say is where do you think we learned?
Cadence leans up and whispers in your ear. I just like saying stuff like that because it makes Arya mad.
And he sneaks a glance at Arya.
Arya looks very uncomfortable. She hates any. She is at that perfect age where she hates any idea that her parents have ever been intimate. That should never happen. Absolutely not.
Can we make a footnote? Brayleigh wanted to eat Herb, just in case
Yeah.
that wasn't clear to anyone.
Oh, we understood.
Yeah. Just to be clear for anyone coming in late, Brayleigh wanted to eat the pigeon.
Yeah.
Not like eat, as in like italics eat.
No, like
Eat is a
devour,
sandwich.
consume.
And not
Yeah.
before.
Fuck.
Sorry, it's too easy.
What's everyone else up to?
Anyone can go find me. Right now, the only thought I have is that Nova's gonna start practicing fighting because she hasn't really done it like by herself. Not by herself, but
You start. You head on. I mean, there's plenty of places to do so, but the most logical one would be the training grounds right outside the fort. So makes sense. That's where you're staying. And you start practicing, and you notice a couple of things. It's different, than it used to be. Now, with your connection to Aruna the way it is, even when she doesn't speak, she seems able to draw your attention to things that are important. She is able to make you focus in on the things that you need to know, freeing up your mind to focus on other things. It's not just having a voice in your head. It's like having someone else that can taste, touch, see, smell, hear, and you get to experience all of it too. It's like two people handling it at one time. Your reflexes are also faster than they used to be. That's a big one that you notice. Like when you are doing some training exercises that are basically just your reflex time. It's to draw your sword when the other person starts to move. You start finding that by the time your mind has told yourself to start moving, your hand is already going towards your weapon now, because unburdened by a physical form, Aruna can make your reflexes work faster than your brain can. So I think that's what you notice right away of some of the differences now.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It seems we work well together.
And we always have. Why would we not know?
I think it's simply better now than before.
Yes, I had worried that, that it would be a lot of just sitting around and doing nothing, but it is not. It does not feel like I am dead and gone. I feel as if I am living with you, even if I do not have control of the wheel, as it were.
Well, that is good. I don't want you to... Well, I certainly feel bad that your sort of bodily existence had disappeared in a way.
You would think that I would feel the same, but I do not. I am still here, even if only a projection or a manifestation of it in Somni, but I still feel... Complete is not the right word. I feel more than I was before.
That is true. I feel the same. I want to tell you, I believe you mentioned that your name was given to you by someone, Aruna, right?
It was the name of the tiefling that I took the form of.
Is I changed my name because I no longer feel like I am Theodora. Do you still want your name to be Aruna? To be called that way?
It is strange. I have never cared what anyone has called me. I have always just taken the form that I thought would please people, the name included. But you're right. It does not feel like my name anymore. What would you call me?
They kind of blink for a moment. I hadn't really given it as much thought. What sort of names do you like? What sort of sounds do you like?
I do not know. I think I will take some time on it. Think about what I would like to be called. You are the only one who will ever speak it.
No, that may not be necessarily true. Other people know of you, but I suppose I will be the main one to say it. All the more important why I want to be something that you like. You have tried to be something for someone else for a long time, and I knows that feeling well, but, well, even if you are attached to me, it is important that you live for yourself.
I think the ways the tieflings name themselves are quite beautiful. Rashira.
Rashira.
You may call me Rashira.
Does it come from somewhere?
I do not think so. I think it is pretty.
It is pretty. Very well, Rashira. I'm going to keep practicing unless till someone stops me.
Brayley, what are you up to?
I think Brayley would be like taking stock of everything that she has and seeing what's up with Puck.
Puck is, as always, just a little guy. And he's kind of meandering around, so he's easy enough to locate, as he is always nearby you. He is your Not-the-Weird companion, after all. So he kind of
I'd be writing letters too to her family.
What do you want to write?
I'll probably give him the update.
Who are you writing to?
Mama and Mark probably.
Mark. not Braylon.
Nah, Mark
Okay.
can fill him in.
Okay.
That's fair.
Mama and Mark. Okay. And you just bring them up to speed on everything that's going on.
Not like everything. Maybe she'll be like, Mark, I'm a god. Like,
I was say, do you tell them that you are the reincarnation of all that bears fang and claw?
probably just to Mark, and he'll probably
Okay.
like brush it off as like Brayley being Brayley.
Break down the differences in the letter between the stuff with Calcifer.
Oh my god! Wait, who?
So what do you tell Mark
Oh,
about Calcifer,
God.
and what do you tell your mom about Calcifer?
Brayley will probably just be very straightforward, like, Mama went on a date with Calcifer.
She'll be happy to hear that.
Yeah, it was nice, but like, as you know, our engagement's over. Because
She'll
like
be less happy to hear that.
Yeah, but we're still seeing each other.
She'll be happy
Like-
to hear that.
Mama, it was fake. Bill, I'm sorry.
But now it's real.
But now we're dating, and I'll see what happens.
I think overall she'll be very pleased with that letter.
and then be like, Mom, I'm going to address some conflict.
I'm sorry. Let me clarify. Do you tell your mother that you are about to go to war by saying, Mom, I'm going to address some conflict?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Mom,
Amazing.
I'm gonna help the greater good. It's very vague, very
Very vague. Got it. Got no
Yeah.
details.
yeah.
I am keeping busy.
As I do with my own mom.
Perfect.
Oh my goodness.
Duly
I'm-
noted.
And with Mark, she's definitely gonna write in great detail about her and Calcifer's date. Like everything.
You are certain that Mark will be very pleased with this letter. All right.
Oh,
I
and
love
also instructions to tend for her mushrooms that she is hiding around the house.
You don't know if he'll actually do it, but you feel better having written it down.
Yeah.
All right.
There is at least record.
I think
Yeah.
Ayla and Layla haven't gone yet.
Yes. So, Layla, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you're up to?
Is Admiral Shizu present with all the mustering?
Yes, they'd be down at the docks, but absolutely, they are here, as are their council.
Okay, so I would seek out
She's so Denerin.
yeah.
You find the good Lady Lenneth Eastbrook down at the docks. As I say, like, not particularly hard to find, a section of the docks have been basically cordoned off to be used by Azur's Remembrance. So you head over to that area, and indeed, guiding a group of people that are trying to get some last-minute repairs done on a few of the ships that maybe sat in dry dock for a bit too long, is Shiso Denerin, who glances back at you. She looks different than the last time you saw her. She is now dressed for war instead of a noble in disguise. She's got on the large rubber boots that one would expect of a sea captain, as well as long breeches, a cloth shirt, and a blue jacket in azure over that. And she glances over as you approach. Ah.
Greetings, Admiral.
Miss Layla. Or, I'm sorry, Lieutenant Layla.
Thank you. How is dear Felicia?
Felicia is well. She regrets that she is not here currently. However, my understanding is that she does intend to join us at some point.
Oh, really?
Much to my chagrin, she is not one to be told no when there is action abound. But she is currently distracted with a small task I have assigned her to. But when she has completed it, I do believe she and her put-upon companion will be joining us.
Well, it would be something of a hypocritical move for me to say that she shouldn't participate if she's willing. What manner of task is she on right now?
A diplomatic one, as it were. Have you ever heard of Castle Treya?
I do not believe I have.
It's a castle on the west side of the Mother's Jail mainland. It is near the lock, the great gate and wall that protects the northern half of the mainland. It splits it in half between the west and the east. The Warden Republic controls everything to the east of the lock, and also Castle Treya on the western side of the lock. That is as far west as their influence goes. I have sent her to Castle Treya in hopes of bartering a temporary ceasefire, as it were, while Azur's Remembrance will be quite skilled in helping you all across the long jump. Should the full might of the Warden Republic fleet show up, well, we're not that skilled.
Ah, an easing of the way, one might say.
Yes. She is, despite her precocious nature, actually quite the skilled diplomat, and I'm hopeful that she can meet with the rulership in Castle Treya, and if not guarantee us a measure of safety, at least buy us some time.
Well, that is quite excellent, and I do look forward to speaking with her again when she comes back.
I'm certain you will
Tell
have
me-
the chance.
Is there anything I can assist you with in this final preparations?
She kind of sighs and looks out at the ships. We are a seaborne people. Even before we were even before Azure and his ilk were slain, we often traded with the Azure. It was strange being in dock as long as we were. And many of us, I feel, started to grow used to it. So please believe me when I tell you that you've done more for us than I think you realize. People have energy about them that I have not seen in a long time.
It is always a delight to want to return to one's natural habitat.
Too true. I look
And
forward to
don't
the day
forget-
that I get to return home.
And speaking, of course, from a medical perspective, make sure your folks do not forget their citrus.
Well said. I will indeed, I will relay the message. Fortunately, we do have quite a few mango trees in the area. Tell me,
Be surprised what folks can forget.
how is Mitra Glorianda? It's been a very long time since I saw my homeland.
Okay, so I don't have to explain all of that to her.
No.
It was truly something I was not prepared for.
I would imagine so, to someone who has never
Was-
laid eyes on it.
In some ways, I'm still trying to wrap my mind around it.
Since Elf was born, have his children sought perfection, sought to make the world beautiful through the perfection of nature in some, the perfection of the self in others, and from becoming one with nature for others still. And you recognize she's referring to the Dian Nadwir, the Dia Asanil, and the Feyborn.
Yeah.
Mitra Glorianda is the foremost representation of that. Both the great strides and the hubris that entails it.
And when were you last there? Are you aware of... well, wait, hold on. She would be aware of the conflict, right?
Oh, yes. Oh,
Yeah.
yes. That has been going on
Sorry.
for hundreds of years.
Yeah, I realized in the middle of asking that it was a stupid question.
Yeah. No, she is well aware. But she tells you, 15 years now since I've been home.
Well, we shall strive to make this as quick as possible so that you may return home.
I may return home when my lady deems it so.
I've not been gone but a fraction of that time and already find myself dearly missing it for myself.
She gives you a very pleasant smile. It is something. Well, best of luck to you, Layla.
And yourself as well.
Oh, worry not. We have been waiting for this moment for a very long time, and Fort West Road is going to be the unfortunate recipient of... Oh... How is it that Lillian put it earlier? 5 years of blue balls.
Oh boy.
She gives a very polite chuckle.
Ayla, what are you up to?
I had a couple things I wanted to try to pick up if I can, and then she's probably also going to the sparring arena because she's got this fancy new whip she needs to figure out like yesterday.
That's fair.
That's very fair.
So what would you like to pick up?
Breastplate, and if I can, +1 longsword for her offhand.
How much money did I give you?
I have 500, and then I don't know what the party loot's at.
The party loot is at 1695.
So a longsword +1 and a breastplate, you said?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, the breastplate they'll give to you wholesale, since you are an officer in the army. So the breastplate is going to cost you 200 gold pieces.
Easy enough.
And the longsword +1, I'll say they will also give to you wholesale. You can get that for 250 gold pieces.
Wow.
Awesome.
You can use some of the party loot for that too.
I mean, I still have personal gold after. If I
We've
take it
got
all
a
out
lot
there.
of
Oh,
personal gold.
Um, I need to look up medium armor.
Sure.
I think.
If you don't want to give away advantage or disadvantage on stealth checks, breastplate's the best one. If you don't mind giving up the disadvantage on stealth checks, half plate.
Yeah, I'd like some breastplate, please.
200 gold pieces.
Yes. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All out of personal.
Yeah, all out of personal.
Okay.
I have enough. I got plenty of gold. But thank you.
Should
If anyone else wants to purchase, you may as well, by the way.
should a druid breastplate up? Is that a good idea?
I don't know if they
think you
can
can
take-
wear dress.
Yeah, I don't know if you can wear it.
No, I think
Yeah, you
can.
can't wear metal armor.
is that
Why
still a thing in
can't I?
5e, or did they get? Like, there's some of the weird. Is it weapons that you can have metal ones now in 5e?
Maybe, but I know specifically the armor.
So if you
They
look
will
on,
not wear armor or use shields made of metal.
yeah, so you could
So,
get.
but that says you can get a shield made of wood. Like
Yes.
that is possible.
So you could because that's what I had to do. I got a shield as a druid, so you could do that, but you do have to only wear light armor, I think.
I love that you're
Or
allowed to
hide.
wear medium armor, but I don't. Is there a medium armor that
But
isn't?
almost
There's a
everything is
there's a-
excluded.
There's a medium armor. There's one medium armor that's not metal. It's hide.
Yeah, I was gonna
They can
say
wear
there's
hide.
also
Awesome.
like I've played in games where the DM will have like heavier armors made of like really dense wood
Yeah, depending
for
on what.
druids.
Seems stiff.
But yeah, what?
Brayley,
yeah.
as you go and start looking for armor that you can wear, something that would be fitting, you are given a shield to wear if you want. It's +2 AC and takes up 1 arm slot, so it's not bad. Seeing you come into the shop, they note they've already had 2 people come in today for breastplates, being Ayla and Nova, and they immediately start working on the same for you, but you inform them you don't wear metal. And at that, they kind of think for a moment, and they tell you that they could make hide for you. And you kind of, it's whatever at that point. But later in the day, Kelsifer finds you.
Oh boy.
Okay.
As he finds you, he kind of brushes his blonde hair back behind his head and ties it and looks at you. I just got my orders that I will be fighting in Highwall, and I had intended to... Originally, I was going to go with you, and I have some magic I could do to protect you.
Oh.
But since I'm not traveling with you, I thought maybe I could protect you in another way.
Do you want a hug? It's like hug
I w-
protection.
I wouldn't say no to a hug, but it isn't. It isn't what I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
I'll take the hug though.
Well, what's the other thing?
Right. Sorry. He reaches into his pack and takes this out. It was a gift to me, but I think you'll be able to make better use of it than I can. Especially given that you're attacking Fort Red Rock.
Yeah.
He hands you a wrapped leather parcel.
Ooh. Brandon's gonna unwrap it.
Inside is a elven chain shirt. It is indeed made of chain, though mithril, and it is supremely made. It is absolutely beautiful.
Sparkly.
It is very sparkly. It is made of tiny little rings of mithril and has gems laced through the shoulders of it that reflect the light. And I know that you are a druid, but my understanding is that druids can wear elven metal.
What? Brayley's gonna take it out and like put it in the sun and like make it
It-
super sparkly. Oh my
It
god!
shines and reflects, and you may add an
What?
elven chain shirt to your inventory. It is an
Sick.
uncommon magic item.
Damn.
What? Wow.
It is actually a big sacrifice for him because he is a sorcerer and normally can't wear armor, but he could have worn that. But
He's not gonna have armor.
no, well, he has mage armor.
Oh God.
He's got mage armor. He's fine.
All right. Lovely.
Shit. What can Brayley give him?
If my lady would perhaps consider a token that I could wear into battle.
He already has a good berryborn that he doesn't know is a good berryborn.
He does
Okay.
not. It has just been hanging out in his pocket. Occasionally, he seems to get 1 HP back, and he doesn't know why.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh. Brayley's gonna take out that scale that she got earlier. Gosh, I'm trying to remember who gave it to her. She has an
Scale?
Azure scale.
Oh.
An Azure scale.
Was
Who-
that from Felicity?
It must have been from Felicia,
Felicia,
I
sorry.
would think.
Yeah. Cause
Yeah.
she remember, yeah, she got in a scale, and she's just gonna like pull some like vine out of her hair that kind of lets it down a little bit, and she's gonna make a little necklace with the scale and the vine. Here you go.
He blushes a very deep shade of red and takes it and puts it around his neck, ties it off. I will cherish it.
Don't lose it. It's super rare.
But of course,
Oh, boy.
I will guard it with my life. Or more accurately, it'll probably guard me with its life.
What are you
Uh,
gonna do before you set out?
He shrugs. I was going to come find you and give you some elven chain, and I didn't know if I'd get this far, so, just kind of winging it from here.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll gather up and have a drink tonight, like everyone.
I'd like that.
Yeah.
Your friends are unique.
It's one thing to call us.
They are.
Amen.
We should hug now.
Okay, yeah, and he hugs you really tightly.
Okay.
All right. Anybody else want to try to get something?
Hugs.
Oh, you're not going to have any hard time convincing him.
Do you need more hugs?
Can you get a bag of holding?
Wait, who you asking?
Sorry, Malkyria asked that.
Oh.
1
second, please.
Admittedly, we never technically got one the last game, and Callie just threw it at us at one point. She was like, "You need a pack of
Yeah.
holding."
You need it now.
Yeah.
I am checking if that's one of the things Orion actually can make.
Ooh.
Oh, quick cue. This mithril.
Depends on what
Um,
level he is.
Yeah.
What does that raise the AC?
It should, yeah. But you gotta equip it.
Yes.
Do you know how to put stuff in your inventory?
Hold on.
It's a search engine for inventory if you need help.
Is it just generic
Features.
mithril?
Yeah, it should be. just-
Everything is harder without a keyboard. I'm using the sucker.
Oh God, yeah. I didn't even think about that. That would be. I wonder if I can. No, I don't know if I can edit your character sheet for you. In a moment, Callie might be able to. I'm not sure if I can do it.
Yeah, let me see if I'll attempt to. Me thrill.
He can actually make a bag of holding.
Oh my god, he's the best.
Listen,
hero.
he's an idiot, but that is one he can do.
Hell yeah.
And or does it consume one of his infusions, though?
It would be one of his infusions, yes.
So if that ever disappears, the bag is just a normal bag, I think.
Probably.
Becomes a bag of spilling.
Yeah, it becomes a bag of tearing real quick.
Oh god.
So I will give you the choice. You can get a bag of holding from Orion for free, or you can purchase one for 250 gold pieces.
Shit, I didn't think I was gonna get this far. Fuck, hold on.
Seems to be going around.
I know. We have enough. We have enough gold, like plenty of gold to do that.
Yeah.
I never considered shopping for equipment before. TBH.
Yeah,
Same.
we've got almost 1,700 in the party gold. If you want to just take it out of that.
We can splurge.
Maybe
What
we can
What was
just pay
What was
Orion.
the number again?
250.
Mr. Allen's.
Yeah, all right, 250, and you have a bag of holding.
I think Ayla probably is going to go spar with Nova, and I guess if Asuka wants to join.
Three-way!
Yes, sparring italicized.
Yeah, Asuka also thinks that's what Ayla means, and then when she gets down and sees people actually training, she's like, oh.
It's like, oh, well,
This was
Look,
not the
one might
sweaty I
become the
envisioned.
other.
Later tonight. Goodness, it's too early.
oh.
But yeah, she'll practice with you all as
Fuck yes.
she kind of cracks her neck. So I hear that I get to mop up militia in Highwall while you all get to have the fun and take the fort.
Well, since we're the ones who are in charge.
Thank you for that reminder, boss.
You know you like it.
Sometimes.
Listen, you know how protective Ayla gets.
Oh, how protective I get?
Yes, you're the one that before was about to cry when you thought that she had died. Remember all those that time ago?
Yes, please tell me about that.
I think she
I
just
was-
gives Nova a betrayed.
There I was trying to save your life when you had everyone betraying you, and then you were dying of poison, and so then I took you out and was trying to figure out how to revive you, and this bird comes flying out and is practically crying and sobbing, going, "No, Oscar! Don't die on me!"
Over little old me?
Over little old you.
was not nearly that dramatic.
In her head it was dramatic, I'm certain.
Maybe in your head it was dramatic.
I could see it in your eyes.
Well, I mean, she did then stand up for me to the general of the army.
She did do that.
Ayla, I think you have a sweet side.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay. Yeah. She walks over and just strokes your cheek. Really? So you're not interested in me? You wouldn't be sad if I died?
That's not what I said.
Oh. Okay.
Whatever you just said, your microphone did not pick up.
She said, okay. Sure.
Hold on. Oh, well, that's, I rolled to try to bluff, and that's a 2.
Oh. I'll roll her insight. She wins.
I assumed.
What?
Well, you're a really bad liar.
I know, it's adorable.
She looks over at you, Nova.
What?
No, you're a pretty good liar.
We all learn.
So, that night, everyone gets together to have a drink. Woo! Before we all prepare to set out on a harrowing journey. The cracked scale, as would be expected, mainly because, most of the other bars in town are down near the wharf, and Asuka's not willing to go to those. Neither's Rain.
This is the no rules bar.
You know, that's fair.
This is
This
the
indeed the no rules.
This is the you don't necessarily have to worry about getting a knife in the back bar. So everyone is there having a drink. Arya is notably very upset because no one's giving her a drink, despite the fact that she keeps asking for one.
You
And
get
she-
juice.
I am old enough to go to war and fight and put my life on the line. I can have a drink if I want one.
Can you hold your damn liquor?
I haven't gotten to
No,
try
you
yet.
can't. No, you can't. Have you seen how Mum is with liquor?
Ayla will hand her a drink and go, only one way to find out.
No, we are not handing my sister a drink that has
Oh.
alcohol in it.
Rev.
I am making sure that our mother doesn't kill her in the fucking morning because she has a fucking hangover.
Well
Orion.
then,
Yeah.
well in
You
that
go
case,
find Orion and tell him you need a stick removed from your ass.
I think Orion would be
In
more likely to put one in.
Well,
in
you know,
that case, wouldn't
Listen
it be
things up.
best- wouldn't it be best if she was able to be supervised but appeased? That way you could monitor it.
Inspo to Layla.
Hell yeah.
Outstanding. Arya just gives you a look. Wouldn't it be best if you were here to like watch and make sure I'm okay?
Oh my god. You're going to
and
make-
we
you're
have a
go-
healer who can heal hangovers.
We're going to do. Are you on my side or what?
Well, I am.
Have I ever given you
I'm
the
not- I'm
impression
not
that I'm on your
saying-
side outside of a fight?
I'm not saying she should be able to have whatever she wants, but give her a drink.
Or 5?
Bartender
get one.
shots.
You get one.
All
Arya,
right.
you get
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. All right. Let's do this. Bartender does indeed bring over a round of shots for everybody.
Shot.
Yep, it's whiskey. Ayla, I feel like you nudge the bartender and point to Arya and are like, it's her first drink. Don't give her anything expensive. Like, she's not going to be able to appreciate it.
Yeah.
So Arya is brought just some garbage whiskey. The
Gold Rock
bottom,
Will.
yeah, it is. It's an insult to call it swill. Swill is offended.
Should we toast?
Yeah, everyone else's costs a gold because it's really good whiskey. Hers costs a copper.
What are we toasting to?
Not dying.
That's always an excellent proposal.
More
Goodness.
reminders. Don't die.
Tessa does hold her glass up and smiles. It has been a very long time since I have gone into war with, well, people in my command. And I had a long thing prepared to say. And yet, I realize now that it could indeed just be summed up with don't die. So, we're going to do that. Don't die. And she downs her drink.
All right.
Well,
Living on the
as-
edge, but not
One
over the
moment.
edge.
I got to roll something for Arya.
As some folks say, brevity
gonna
is
puke
the
it
soul
back
of
up?
wit.
I want another night like this one. With everyone.
Nova pulls out kind of a weird looking instrument. It's it's a you think it would almost I guess the closest you could think of is like what it must sound like is some kind of like a stringed viola instrument, but it's like a box with 2 strings that are attached to the top with the bow putting in between the strings.
Is it the Shalm?
No, it's called Erlu, I think. And it's a Chinese string instrument, and they haven't really pulled this out before. But they start playing, and they just kind of improving a jig, and it's pretty good.
I take it. Yeah, Arya rolled a 24 on her con save, so she, even this bottom tier whiskey, she downs and is good.
Wow.
Say,
Another.
Okay, but that's her first alcohol, and it's a bottom tier whiskey. What does her face look like?
Yeah.
We've all been there.
Yeah, we sure have.
You drink
It
that for fun?
happens.
yeah,
Why?
because it makes us feel things.
That's not healthy.
It's not. That's
Mom
why
would be very disappointed, I'm telling.
Hey, listen, sometimes you need that to help you feel things.
That's not good.
You
it's
just
not.
keep drinking until it tastes good. Another.
That was
No,
not
no.
None
it.
of this is convincing her.
Another round is brought. She downs it real quick. She's good.
Arya of the Ivory, you get one drink.
She's already down 2 at this point.
Oh my god.
I think
How old is she
Ayla will
again?
slow down to like ordering her beer
She's 16.
instead of more shots.
We don't condone underage drinking.
We don't- I mean, she's 16, but
No.
in fairness,
We
for the
do
Dragonborn,
condone underage warfare.
yeah, Dragonborn are adults at 15. So
Oh, okay.
No underage drinking, but
Unfortunately.
no underage drinking for the child soldiers.
yeah. Nope. She's she downs her second drink and she seems good to go. It would appear she actually has Tashira's ability to drink.
Thank fuck.
Yes.
I got mom's liver.
Melody is a clingy drunk. She is a clingy, weepy drunk.
Oh. Yes.
She goes around going like, "You guys are the best. I love you all, but I don't love you all as much as I love Tashira because I love her the most. It's so beautiful." But yeah,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
get you get the gist.
I can just hear Caldana going, "You only sniffed the shot? How are you that drunk?"
I love that.
He just opened the bottle 10 seconds ago.
I don't know what to tell you. Dragonborn noses are very sensitive.
Asuka is getting fucking trashed.
Well, that's
Rain is also getting fucking trashed. She definitely is more of a leave the bottle. And the bartender's like, we really don't like to do that. Leave the fucking bottle. And he's like, okay.
Goodness, Asuka, you're drinking drinking as if you're planning to die tomorrow.
No, I'm drinking in case I die tomorrow.
Fair enough.
Wait, when you say
You plan on dying on the
everyone
boat?
is
What was that?
Do you plan on dying on a boat?
I mean, they've tried to assassinate me like 3 different times now, so maybe.
I'm sure it'll be okay.
She gives a thumbs up.
when
If
you
you're
say
worried, I can always fly over and protect you.
She is good at that.
As long as you don't cry.
She'll withhold the tears.
She
If
just
not, I'll
grits her
just stop.
teeth.
If not, she'll carry me and drop it on the bad guy, and I'll kill him for you.
Rain walks over, just literally holding a bottle of whiskey in her hands.
Someone is having a night.
Who?
Oh, is that you?
Me?
Yes.
Sure. Like any other.
You tend to nurse bottles in your sleep?
In my sleep? No, I nurse bottles till I fall asleep.
Spare your liver. Take this. And Braylon's gonna pull out one of her psychedelic mushrooms that is freshly dried and ready to go.
Oh, no.
Hell
She
Oh.
she looks at it,
no.
raises an eyebrow, and goes and eats it.
Well, that was fast.
Yeah, she did not hesitate even a little bit.
Braley, are you?
The wall start breathing.
She goes over and plops down on one of like the booths here, and just leans back to enjoy the ride.
I'm definitely going to say some things I regret if I take those.
I have a question. Who is in the cracked scale right now?
One moment.
Anybody you want it to be, I think.
Yeah, basically everyone's here right
Yeah.
now.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if Calcifer is there.
Kelsifer is absolutely there.
Alright.
And I will say that Orion is there, and it's about an
And
hour
Canis?
into your trip there when not just Canis, but all 5 of the council enter in.
Oh, there we go.
Hell yeah.
And they go over and get a table where they all sit down and start to drink. It's kind of surprising because you know a lot of them don't really get along super well, or at least don't see eye to eye on a lot of things, but they seem pretty chummy here. Luca is definitely regaling them with the story of how he killed a demon one time, and no one is listening.
Someone is probably mouthing the what he's about to say as he's saying it.
Lillian is, for sure. She's heard this story more times than she cares to count. She's also making faces while she does it.
That is fair.
So yes, everybody is here. You do at one point. I think, Romeo, you are alerted to this fact when you hear Orion go, "Misty!"
Oh no.
Oh no.
And
Stuffed.
Canis Mistal looks up like she's about to shoot someone. Like her hand has actually reached into her Canis Mistal looks up like he is about to murder somebody, reaching his hand into his coat and drawing out his pistol.
Oh, let's not fight. What?
Oh.
Ramiel,
And then
put your
his
boys under
eyes
control.
settle on Orion.
Uh-oh.
You're still alive? Orion hurries over and picks him up out of the chair and hugs him. And it's just like, oh, now, don't be like that. It's good to see ya.
Oh boy.
Yes, it is good to see you.
What's
So-
Lily's face looking like?
Lily right now?
Yeah. After she heard Misty.
I think the only word that really describes it is evil. There is no good. There are no good intentions on anything that is on Lily's face right now.
That is blackmail material right there.
Yes. So then when Ramiel said he was with you, he was serious. And Orion grins. Yes, he was serious.
God.
They both look over in your direction, Ramiel.
And
no.
I shove Ramiel. Just a big old shove.
Yeah, he's wearing the new day. So yeah, he no hood. That is no hood.
They
And-
look at you for a long moment.
And he just goes, hello.
Someone
Like that
also
that
roast
that
some
hand
spit.
gesture going like hello.
Oh my.
Canis's lips curl up into a large wolfish grin.
Oh boy.
Well, so that is why you didn't decide to take me up on my offer. You'd have been great on one of my ships.
Yes, it's nice seeing you too, Canis, again. I see you're quite acquainted with Orion.
We've spent some nights together. Ryan nods at that. Oh, yeah. A few. So, he raises a glass up. Well then, shall we drink to the happy couple?
Oh boy.
Orion takes you over to a table, and Canis joins you, and the three of you now have a table.
Oh boy.
Drinks are being brought. Canis has
No.
decided that they will determine when enough have been had.
When they start going to their own table, I think Ayla's face is kind of a mirror of Lily's, and she just goes, "Hey, can you two do me a favor? Can you see about removing the stick from his ass before we're stuck on the boat with him for however long it's going to take?"
Canis looks over with just a rather delighted grin on their face. Oh, I think we can manage.
Okay, let's see about those drinks.
Have to dig around.
Ramiel, you hear Canis say, "We'll need a bottle of rum and a room."
Uh-oh.
Orion raises his eyebrows but does not say anything.
Oh boy.
Right.
If only I was good at asking for such things.
Well, I don't know about you, but I would like to hear about how you and Orion know each other
Mm-hmm.
in
I
a
was-
manner that's appropriate with present company.
You feel a hand on your thigh.
Whose hand? I'm sorry.
Make an insight check. Or a perception check, I guess, for you, Braley.
Me? Okay.
If you want to know.
I just like the idea that she just goes, "Whose head is that?"
As you look over, you do indeed see Canis's hand on Ramiel's thigh.
Does Ramiel know whose hand's on his head?
I
He is-
think
he is-
Ramiel. I think Ramiel will find out sooner or later. Braley, do not worry.
Okay.
I'm
He's
pretty sure
trying-
those hands are going to be all over the place by the end of the night.
They won't know whose hands are whose.
Does it matter?
Canis tells you, Ramiel, in an era before I was a captain, and
Smooth.
before I was a he, I was a dancer, and Orion, well, let's just say Orion knew that I was who I am before I did.
Damn, that's smooth.
Ramiel looks up at Orion.
Orion is blushing gently and kind of looking away.
Okay.
He didn't carry himself like the others. And yeah.
You apparently spent a few nights together.
Ramiel's want to talk.
A few months might be more accurate.
Oh, as the plot thickens.
Few months, and he looks up at Orion.
Ryan is blushing deeper.
Oh,
Really?
they were exes.
Yeah. Well, it would yeah, there was some times that we were together when I spent a lot of time in Mitra Scaleth when I was first here, and yeah. I suppose we were like that for a bit.
And has that changed?
Canis answers that. I became a captain, and my time was almost exclusively required in Mitra Scaleth. And Orion joined the Children of the Deep, and his time was required in Jet's ambition. And, well, we wanted to be able to keep our eyes open And Orion speaks up. Some of us more than others.
Mm.
And Canis nods. Though I would say you certainly didn't have any trouble finding someone either.
Oh, it's an awkward reunion. I love awkward reunions.
It is.
So, let me get one thing straight.
Not likely with us two.
I was going to say,
And he's
there's nothing
no,
about this is straight.
uh,
There's nothing straight about this.
She.
jokingly, when Ramiel goes, let me get this straight, he pulls Lord Arkwright over really quick, and then
Lord
Ramiel-
Arkwright. Kelsifer's like, hello.
Don't
you for
make
being
Brayley panic.
Thank you for being part of the joke. You may go. Enjoy your
You
time.
got your
with
one thing straight.
Yep.
Got it.
And before he does, he does whisper. If you break her fucking heart, I will break your bones. You see these two? They have many ways of making you scream.
I
One
think
word from
Ramiel's
me.
threatening your boyfriend again.
He blinks. Well, I appreciate the ultimatum. Have you seen her lately? She'll break my bones.
Yeah,
And
her-
you'll
she-
like it!
And I might let her.
Her shirt is like she has been rising her shirt like higher and higher to expose more and more abs. As the days go on.
Brayley,
So
if you
the abs are out.
She's getting more and more comfortable showing off.
Brayley, you
Yeah.
went from a 4-pack to a 6-pack. Do you realize that?
Yes.
You
I
could-
do.
Yeah.
I'm
can,
sorry.
My dried mushrooms, I can separate them up here and kind of grind them, and they here. You want to try some? She used her abs to grind up her dried mushrooms.
She
for consumption.
sure
If
did.
we're gonna start taking lines of mushrooms off of Brayley's abs, I don't know what to do with that.
I don't.
I
I
think
flaked.
Ayla-
I
Because you're gonna have a
flaked.
line out the door.
And
Are you comfortable with me taking those as they've
If you
been?
take a little bit, you can see the music.
I think I'll be
you can see the
seeing-
music, you can taste the color. It does everything.
Well, that sounds just delightful.
I'll take a.
Layla, do you take do you do a line of mushroom
I
off of
can't-
Brayley's abs?
I mean,
Wait, he's.
I can't not. When you pose the question that way,
I don't know how else to say
I know,
it, and
I
I
don't-
would like just to comment that indeed, well done, everyone. It's somehow more unhinged than last session. I keep thinking it's impossible, but then I have to say a line like
giving us
that.
the opportunity.
I,
And that Lord Arkwright's question, Ramiel looks him dead straight in the eyes and goes, "With all due respect, Lord Arkwright, I don't know if you've picked this up. I try not to be completely obvious about it, but..." And he limps his wrist at him. I have seen her, yes, but not in the manner that other people do find her.
yeah.
I don't think that's what he meant.
Enjoy your threesome, and he walks off.
I'm
Oh.
sorry.
Brayley's definitely be like, "Come on, Calcifer, come on."
Yeah, seeing that,
I love
yeah,
how the
he's
conversation went from protect her to do drugs off of my abs.
God help us.
Doing great.
Fuck.
wow.
You know,
I don't know if this game is going to convince anyone to play in one of my pay-to-play games ever, or if it's going to be what convinces people. But
put that on a shirt and sell it. Enjoy your threesome.
You know, when I told her to initially when I first met her, when I told her she was special, I meant in the way that she was kind of unique and she reminded me a lot of my mum. No, she's very, very not much like my mum. In the sense that she's quite a kindred spirit to her, but not... whatever is going on with. Are they doing lines on her abs?
She offered!
Canis looks over and he's like, "Yep."
I think
They
when
sure- Oh, Orion, that gives me an idea.
What?
Orion raises an eyebrow. I'm listening.
That's a dangerous thing coming from you.
We should take Ramiel upstairs and do shots off of him.
Gotcha.
Why?
I was literally
Out of that booty. Oh, sorry.
Orion looks at you for a moment, Ramiel, and then shrugs, and he picks you up over his shoulder and starts to carry you upstairs.
Well, that's one down.
Say, unhand me this instant! You are not doing that.
Shira, I am seeing many pretty colors.
You get your asses squeezed as he walks you upstairs.
And Miriam's got cake.
He does, yeah.
That's true. That's true. Canis is looking at it.
I like how
Turn
he's
safe.
looking at it and not the scales that are very obviously being shown.
Eh.
Yeah. Wait,
doesn't
Miriam's sister is here, right?
He doesn't intend on fucking your scales.
It's true. Ayla, I think you were
Cover
going
the
to
eyes.
say something.
Arya has
as-
chosen to ignore that is happening. She has chosen to instead focus on her 7th drink. Sorry, I have to make a con save at disadvantage.
I think as soon as Brayley offers lines of mushrooms off of her abs, Ayla just gives her a competitive smirk, picks up the whiskey bottle, and pours it on her own abs.
Ab off, ab off.
Hold
ab
on! I
off.
can't keep
Oh
up!
my.
We'll say that the other table is looking at you all like you're insane. Except for Lillian, who's like, I miss having fun.
It's like, how come they're having fun and we're not?
How come I have to sit with Luca of the Scarlet and they get to do lines off of that girl's
To
abs?
be fair, she didn't mean
Each
she meant
other.
she grinded them ahead of time and then offered them. To be fair, unless now
the
it's just
syntax
snor-
was unclear.
I went with what I wanted to hear, thank you.
Okay. I'm just
Accurate.
I don't know. I don't know where Nova's mind is all over the
I
place.
assume gone at
She's
this
still
point.
It's
playing.
expanded right
It
now.
She's still playing music at this point.
Yeah.
The music has gotten increasingly experimental over the last 5 to 10 minutes, I'll say.
Never knew it could make an
You can
instrument
see
sound.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a moment later when Rain sits down at the table with you all, and one look on her face, she is not present right now. And she looks around like, the wood has secrets.
The wood has secrets. What kind of secrets? It's very important.
You can talk to plants?
You can't hear it if you close your eyes.
Oh fuck! You said not to close your eyes. Fuck.
Now, let us all join hands.
Oh what?
And she just starts taking your hands.
Ah. Okay.
Riley's down for it.
No resistance.
Well.
Kumbaya. No. No. She takes your hands and just nods as if listening to something. I see. Are you sure? Okay. As you command.
Oh.
And she nods to you all.
What have the secrets of the wood told you?
That I'm to help you.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
You're going to save the world.
Oh, yep. That's us, world saviors.
Yes. The large lady on the crystal told me.
You know what? I know what you're talking about.
You've seen her.
I have. We all have.
Whoa.
I know. She was kind of hot.
She's really hot. She's got that MILF energy going on.
No.
If this campaign was a written novel, footnote, she was hot. On every page.
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah.
Real quick, was she just taking Nova's hands or like everyone?
No, she held your hands. So she
We're
held.
all
she-
conjoined.
yeah, everyone around the.
Okay.
Everyone was joined
Yeah, I'll
around the
leave-
circle.
Yeah,
I
I
was
don't even know.
gonna say Ayla offers her wings and keeps using her hands to drink.
Yeah.
Smart.
But she nods. Yes. The woman on the crystal said that I'd be able to help you.
Oh, how are you helping?
She did not say. She was
Oh.
annoyingly cryptic about it.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Sounds like her.
Don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
I've got this.
You got this?
Yes.
You got this?
Yes. And she
You-
stands up and immediately trips over a chair and face plants.
Nice.
She got this!
She does not move. That is where she's going to be for the next while.
All right, so that's where she sleeps now.
Just make sure she's breathing, and
I
like
was gonna
if
say Ayla will push her up like onto her left side, so
Mhm.
you know if she pukes, she doesn't choke on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
She is singing a song. I mean, it's very quiet and it's all mumbles, so you're not really sure what she's singing, but she's singing something.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
She's gonna have a bad morning.
We're all going to have a bad morning, but it's going to be fun! Did you guys know I cannot stop speaking like this, even though this is not my native accent? I
What's
tried.
your
About
name?
habits?
Huh?
Something about habits?
Yes. It's very strange. I am trying to speak as I used to speak, and I can't do it.
Wait, can you dance with an accent? Let's dance.
We can dance. Tell me.
Are we still holding hands?
We
I know
can
Holy
be.
Grail,
No,
like,
not anymore. I
stepped
mean,
out.
you all might be.
Yeah, I
She
was-
released her hands when she told you that she's talked to a lady on a crystal.
Yeah, nobody has told me not to.
you tell me where I go, and I'll go. I'm in that mode. Noah's in that mode, so just take me somewhere, and I will go.
Y'all are just gonna dance.
Dance. Yep, we're dancing.
All right.
I'm dancing with my instrument somehow.
You
Doesn't make
all-
a lot of
Wait, did
sense,
Kelsifer take some mushrooms? Who took some mushrooms?
but I did.
If you took mushrooms, Brayley, so did Kelsifer.
All right.
what
Oh,
little
shit.
bitch giving into peer pressure. Holy fuck.
No, it's more like I don't want to be like blitzed out of my mind if you're not going to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Little scrubs
Matching the
moment.
paces.
I mean, listen, he's a twink little elf boy. What do you want?
I can give you all space if you want to dance together. Anyway,
Eh.
the dancing happens.
So you all go out and start to dance. You're joined by a few others who are there celebrating the evening. Arya is now. She was going strong for a while. She's got solid sorority girl energy going on. She can drink hard for like an hour, maybe 2 hours, but the spiral has begun.
Oh no.
The drinks have hit.
Yeah. We are now like she's done like her 10 Jaeger bombs and now we're at the end of that.
Well,
Oh.
She's currently walking around asking where some of her friends are cuz she's lost some of them.
Oh no.
Notably, she asked one of you where you are. So,
are
Uh,
any of us here?
Ayla, have you seen Ayla?
basically, yeah.
Are any of us here?
Are any of us really here? That I like that Nova's just like
Mhm.
pontificating.
Do you know why we're here?
I feel like when she goes, "Hey, Ayla, have you seen Ayla?" Ayla just with her wings like grabs either side of her head and goes, "Right here."
Nova, as you're dancing, you start off, dancing. You see that Asuka and Ayla are dancing, and
yeah,
Brayley and Kelsifer are dancing.
yeah.
And as you're dancing, Aruna appears. You're not sure if it's the mushrooms or not, but she looks different. Sorry, Rashira appears, I should say.
Yeah.
Rashira appears, and she looks different now. She's got long silver hair. Reminds you of your own. She's got just these piercing green eyes that are way too easy to get lost in. She's got some more angular features, but she looks humanoid now. No longer the strange form that you had seen before, but not like a changeling either. She looks, like a denizen of Serene now.
Any particular race or human? Or?
She looks human
Okay.
to you, yeah.
Well, that is a nice look.
I thought something more fitting for, if I am going to try to make this my home.
Well,
I just wanted to tell you how utterly proud I am that you did that line of mushrooms. I am just... I could not be more proud.
you're proud of me for that? That is kind.
Think of who you were, say, a month ago.
All right, yes, I was as boring as a pack of rocks and enough baggage to fill out the lake. I know.
That is a unique way of saying that, but fair enough, yes.
These rooms, they make you think outside the box, so to speak. That's what I'm going to say, and I'm sticking to it. But yes, you look marvelous. How do you like this form?
It feels like me.
Well then,
It feels like Rashira.
good. Well, let me be the first to tell you then. Welcome home.
And she dances with you. Yeah. Which is very confusing for everyone else who does not see her.
It's fine.
It's the shrooms. When someone asks, it's the shrooms.
Shrooms help.
Walking over to the table, Layla, as you're kind of watching people dance, Lillian plops down in a chair next to you. All right, so I understand that, I understand why you're here.
Yeah.
How'd you Shanghai the rest of these people into helping?
Oh. You know how it goes. It's that path through life. You meet people. And eventually, before you know it, you've got a group of compatriots.
My experience was, I met someone, I got married, and then
Oh.
it didn't go well.
I'm sorry.
I got a crew. Does that count?
I suppose. How did you meet all of them?
It's a very long look on her face. I think I'd be lying to say I remember most of it. I drank a lot of rum. And then one day I had a boat. Don't really remember where I got it. And,
Life seems to be like that a lot of times.
yeah.
The push and pull of random chance.
And a lot of rum.
I suppose that could help.
About you, is there a special, dragonette?
It didn't occur to me before this moment what color a black dragonborn might blush.
Sparkles with glitter.
I suppose it would probably be like a lightning, like the way like sometimes your skin might lighten
Yeah, I could see that.
with pressure.
Yeah.
But anyways, no, there's no such someone out there for me at this time.
Has there been before?
Sadly, no.
Oh. Well, that's not right.
Yes, but it is the shape of things are.
Oh. Now, someone even married me, and trust me, if someone can marry me, never mind that I tried to blow up her theater.
Yeah.
She gives a little titter. I'd nearly forgotten about that.
Yeah, she sure
Shit.
did.
I gotta remember not to bring up things like that. Well. She pushes a drink over to you. All right, well then to Love's Not Yet Found, I guess.
Yes, the hopeful side of things.
You're a medic, right?
Yes.
You got cures for hangovers?
I very much do.
You want to come spend the night on my ship?
Deeper. Deeper blush.
Oh, damn.
Lightning. I don't rightly know that would.
Well, you haven't lived until you've seen the captain's quarters of the Lady in Waiting.
Oh my god.
What the hell's? Throw the drink back.
Lillian puts a notch on the bedpost.
Oh my lord.
Whoa.
Oh god. Damn, girl.
Is there still a bedpost, or is it like, you know?
Just splintered away.
Adds a splinter
Yeah.
to build a new bedpost.
That's so funny.
Meanwhile,
So-
upstairs, you just hear, I don't think that's going to fit.
Oh, so that's how
I'll
that
make
works.
it fit.
Well,
Anyway.
I don't think we're gonna get to the
remember-
war tonight.
Doesn't seem
Remember,
like it.
everybody, there is literally no such thing as too much lube.
The turns out the storm was actually referring to a lot of fucking.
Apparently so.
But indeed, the night is a hell of a party. It is definitely one you all will likely not remember.
Yeah, that's fair.
It
I
is those
will
kind.
remember bits.
It's those kind of legendary parties where everyone else has stories about the night that none of you remember. In the morning, Brayley, you awaken. You have no idea where you are.
Oh.
Make a perception check.
Oh no.
Perception. Oops, sorry, double roll.
On a 20, though, you do actually, as you sit up and look around, you do recognize where you are. You are in the park up near the
Oh no.
the school, the Magic College here. You are not clothed currently.
I'm naked.
Yep, I would say so.
Is it
there-
chilly?
There is a sheet over you, although it looks more like maybe someone's curtains or blinds. You're not quite certain where they came about. And
Improvised toga.
you are very nude, and Kelsifer is next to you, also very nude.
Oh, never mind. I thought she werewolfed.
Me too. I thought that's what it was. Maybe she
That's
did.
still a possibility.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you didn't. If you did, you didn't eat Kelsifer.
That's good.
Well,
Nice.
Well,
Well,
not like that.
not like that,
not
at
like
least.
that. Seems to be an ongoing
That's
theme
gonna
tonight.
be Brayley's first thought. Oh, thank God I didn't eat him or anything crazy like that.
Ayla,
Oh no.
you, Nova, and Asuka all wake up.
Oh god.
You also don't recognize where you are. Go ahead and make a perception check for me. You are the first awake.
Oh no. What the fuck is? 8.
So you don't know exactly where, but you do know what you're in, and that is a jail cell.
Mm.
Is it Asuka's jail cell?
No, it's like you got picked up by the city guard at some point.
Oh, no.
Okay, so you three are in jail. Ramiel, you wake up, and you do recognize where you are, because it is where you went to sleep. You are, you and Canis have both scaled Mount Orion, and you two are still both atop him.
Ryan is probably has like one of us in each arm.
Yeah, and
Oh yeah.
he is
classic
already awake and
image.
just seems happy. It's been a good night for him.
Don't you look fucking proud of yourself?
He is. Layla, you awaken in probably the most luxury of anybody, as the following morning you are in the bed of Lillian Akanai aboard the Lady in Waiting.
Damn,
And
girl.
indeed, Lillian is already up and is nursing a wicked hangover, as are you all.
Here, let me handle that.
We're all very dehydrated. Mushrooms plus liquor equals you need water
Well,
ASAP.
I'll drop 2 slots into protection from poison, which also nullifies.
Nice. Very nice. And you do, and she blinks as it works.
As promised.
Do you have any idea how much money you could make on these ships doing that?
That's true.
If this war thing doesn't work out for you, I've got your future.
Oh.
She gets that blush again. Well, perhaps that's a conversation for another time.
Perhaps. Well, thank you. I enjoyed last night.
I'm sorry.
For what?
My indisposed nature. Was not quite myself, but
Well, let me just say
thank
you're the first Nihilist girl I've ever had, and well, you set a high bar.
just imagine what it might be like when I know what I'm doing then.
Oh, I am. You're welcome aboard the Lady in
Blush.
Waiting anytime.
Wah, wah.
Would there in fact be any waiting?
She gives you a look. And apparently y'all are going for round 2 in the morning.
Whee!
What?
Do I wake up yet?
Nova, you also awaken, as does Asuka,
Ugh.
and you are in jail.
I feel like Ayla is in progress picking the lock to the cell.
Damn.
As you all start to awaken, you are all shaken out of whatever stupor you're in by the sound of metal on metal as Tessa is walking down the way, banging her sword on every single
Oh.
bar.
Oh, that's
It,
terrible.
oh, it wasn't me. Swear it wasn't me. Ow.
Well, 3 of my lieutenants all arrested for
Please be sky fucking.
lewd and licentious conduct in a church.
That was Ayla's idea.
Where have we heard that before?
Public indecency,
That was Asuka's idea.
public intoxication,
That was me.
and also, and I'm not sure they actually have a statute for this. She looks at you, Ayla. I'm assuming this one was you. What exactly is aerial indecency?
Oh man, they were so confused. I tried to tell them that wasn't a rule, that because it was in the air, like because all the rules are normally on the ground,
That is not how the law works.
and they went fine, making up a new law. I told them they couldn't do that. They disagreed.
Tessa nods. I see.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We'll make it up to you.
You did say to enjoy ourselves.
I did, didn't I?
You certainly did.
Well then,
Did you enjoy yourself?
I did. I had a lovely night.
Oh, good. That warms my heart, Tessa. Captain Tessa.
Commander.
Commander
Commander.
Tessa. One of the C's of Tessa.
She unlocks the cell and opens it up.
Freedom! All right, so let me get back to actual business.
Indeed. And with that,
We've
Uh,
peaked.
Brayley, you, after a walk of shame the likes you and Kelsifer have never experienced
Wait, did we
before.
exchange words?
Do we
Oh, yeah.
say anything?
No, Kelsifer sits up and goes, "Where are our clothes?"
This has happened before.
What?
not
This has happened
not-
before?
The clothes thing. The clothes. Sometimes when you mix things, you. Anyway, I don't know, but we have this. We can. She like takes the like curtain and like wraps around both of them.
And you two,
Like should we like shuffle our way?
you two shuffle your way back.
Wait, did we?
Oh,
I don't, because Brayley doesn't remember, right?
You do not remember anything of last night. It is a blur.
out of curiosity, how many people from like the group witnessed Ayla, Asuka, and Nova being retrieved from prison?
I don't think-
Presumably not I.
I would say I don't think any of you actually see that. It is about an hour later when most of your group has assembled by the ships belonging to the Children of the Deep to start taking off. Layla is notably absent.
Oh, fuck, they got Layla! Wait.
Tessa shakes her
Do you
head.
think she has our clothes?
Captain Akanai has informed me that Layla will be setting sail with them on the Lady in Waiting.
Oh, she definitely doesn't have her clothes.
Guys, we were all fucking.
Indeed.
We're the only
Wait,
ones who
would-
broke the law,
wait.
though.
Wait, would Ramiel and Ryan also be on the fucking lone truth?
Right now you spent the night in the cracked scale.
In the
Yeah.
crack scale, yeah.
So if you wanted to go on the Lone Truth, you can, but it would be expected that you'd go on a Children of the Deep ship.
Do we
Hey,
find our clothes?
You are provided new clothes,
Did I lose everything?
just your street clothes,
Yeah.
your travel wear.
okay.
Yeah, not your things.
You didn't lose like your elven chain or anything like that.
Notably, before they all go their separate ways, Ramiel would actually like take both of them and just kind of like sit them both down and go. You know, I don't know if that was what I thought my night would go, but I definitely did not expect that to be how my night went.
I think they both are in agreement to that. Canis nods. Yes, I am going to. Oh, I'm gonna go have some venom from the snake that bit me.
Do me a favor, Canis. And you too, Ryan, for that matter. And he clears his throat. Don't die. I'd like to have, if you're both willing, I'd like to have another night very much like that one, preferably maybe not, you know, maybe one I can remember.
Canis nods. Indeed, next time we'll do it on the Lone Truth. I have a poll I'd like to introduce you to, Ramiel.
Oh, God.
Is that supposed to be, or do you mean like a literal Poe?
Oh God.
Canis smiles. You'd better live if you want to find out. Have a wonderful day. Have a safe voyage. And I'll see you atop the keep at Fort Westroad. And Canis starts heading off towards the Lone Truth as Orion calls out, "Bye, Misty!"
Yes, indeed. Bye, Misty.
Canis notably cringes as he walks.
As for you,
Yes.
And he pulls out the parry app the parry app he got.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know if I was able to.
100 gold pieces for it.
Note that down.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Okay. This is for you.
Oh. Well. It is absolutely beautiful.
I wanted to give it to you last night.
You
Bye.
certainly did.
Damn it.
I'm still not quite sure if well, we'll work on it. Hopefully. Maybe.
Definitely. Take care of yourself, Ramiel.
and you too, Orion.
He nods, leans over and kisses your lips gently before heading off to his ship. Along with the other second chances, you see Arya working her way up the gangway with like an ice pack on her head, like, oh god.
And he's just nodding.
Girl's gotta learn.
Gotta learn sometime.
Yep.
And
you-
he makes his way over to the rest of them.
You all board your ship. The myriad ships set sail and make their way across the long jump, heading towards High Wall. Well, I had intended for us to do this fight tonight,
Sorry.
but
I have one.
We did a
super
kind of
quick
fight.
thing.
yeah.
I feel like as
We
Ramiel walks
engaged
up,
in genital jousting. It's
Ayla leans over to Nova. Okay, so they said in the church. Do we remember which church?
I don't think they mentioned. Which church would we have picked?
It was the temple to Laki.
You know what? You know who would be proud of us? I bet that Yuki girl would think that that was Bala.
I mean, you are all on the dark side. You could ask her.
We'll
I-
ask her. Maybe she will bless us for our indiscretion.
Are you going to ask her to forgive your sins?
Yes. Please
Outstanding.
forgive my sins, mommy.
Yuki is up at the front of the ship, just kind of like waiting for it to take off into the air because indeed you are going to fly on a little bit ahead of the fleet to try and, get the drop on Garrus of the Argenti.
Where are we
Uh,
dropping girls?
So you head up towards the front where Yuki is seeming to enjoy the ship lifting up out of the water and into the air. Melisandre is currently near the back of the ship with Kelsey, but so Yuki is there by herself at the moment, except for the goat, which is on its knees nearby, just chewing on you're not sure what.
It's chewing something. Yuki, you are a priestess.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically. Good start. If some people may have gone into a temple to Laki at night to perform acts of
Licentious behavior.
licentious behavior. Thank you, voice in my head. Would we
Hypothetically.
hypothetically would that
What would the stance towards them be?
yes.
Are you asking what the church's stance would be towards you, or what Lockheed's stance would be?
Oh, I don't know. And I mean, hypothetically, this is a church where, I mean, church could be filled by any people. So, Lucky, obviously.
Oh,
Right.
something was filled in the temple, all right.
I think Lockheed would utterly detest the idea of her having a temple, and I think she would tell you, get your fuck on.
Oh,
Good.
good. So we don't need to ask.
We
for
don't need forgiveness.
Excellent.
Thank you.
You
Well,
did your
she's-
own kind of praying.
Well, either way, she's dead, so you really don't have to ask for forgiveness any way you look at it.
Okay, well, will you forgive us?
Will I forgive you?
Yes.
You two were having sex?
I mean, there was more than just two, you see. I didn't need to explain that part.
There were you were having a threesome in Lockheed's temple?
Hypothetically!
What led to this?
We like each other.
That was before the aerial indecency, I think.
I swear it was Asuka's idea. Anyway,
So, you did that sober?
oh, well, I was not.
No.
Drunk?
Yeah.
So you all got wasted and went and fucked in Lockheed's temple
Hypothetically.
and didn't invite me.
I'm sorry.
I don't forgive you.
All right. Well, fine. We'll make it an IOU.
Time?
You have sinned, and I will be holding on to it.
Oh, no. I'm sorry.
She calls over to Melly. These two are sinners.
Excuse you. I said hypothetically.
Melisandre's like, please don't blaspheme your own goddess, dear.
All right.
She kind of gives
I
you all.
actually,
She gives you all a
actually
little
am
wry
not this
smile.
time.
She gives you all just this little wry smile.
I give.
I promise you, Lucky would not care.
That's good. That's good. I don't know her very well.
There are precious few texts that actually describe her as a person, but from what I have come to learn through both my family and through what I have been able to figure out, she was not what one would call chaste in life.
That's good. That's good because we are the opposite, I would say.
For a long time, it was believed that the 7 husbands and wives that she supposedly had referred to everyone thinking that she married one of their own. My belief is that she actually had that number of wives and husbands.
Damn.
Like combined or
Girl, as a-
like 7
At the
husbands
same
and 7
time.
wives?
Girl, what's going on?
Yes.
I'm jealous.
In another lifetime, Rhea is just nodding.
Wait. I need to know. Is it 7 husbands and wives or 7 husbands and 7 wives?
Combined.
Okay.
Yeah, 7 total partners.
Okay.
Damn. Girl's
Wait,
Jesse Silver.
just 7 partners?
I mean, married partners at once.
Married.
Okay.
Oh my god.
We're getting to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
Hopefully it was a polycule,
Poor
not just
Rhea.
polygamy. Poor Rhea.
Yeah, Rhea, listen,
A lot of weddings to attend.
a lot of weddings to attend and plan and pay
I'm-
for.
After the third, it's like, I'm not giving you any more gifts.
You don't get a gift this time. She's like, okay, I see. You don't like this one as much. Let me be clear, Locky had Rhea twisted around her finger very well.
Oh yeah, 100%.
She would not admit that, though.
Never.
No. But yes, so I think that's where we'll wrap up for tonight, since we do not have time to do this combat.
I'm sorry, hon.
It's okay. It's totally fine. I
I'm sorry
hope
we-
everyone enjoyed.